What's up, everybody? This is Alain Gonzalez with MuscleMonsters.com, and today I'm actually going to talk about a very, very, very popular subject. And it's a question that I get all the time, and the question is, will too much cardio burn fat? And I found out about this study through Scooby. Alright, so let me just explain what this study is, okay? And I got this paper here because I'm not too good at memorizing everything, so I'll have some notes here. Alright, so they take marathon runners, and they're running 2,800 miles across Europe. It's 106 back-to-back marathons. Alright, so what happened to these marathon runners? On average, they lost 11 pounds of body fat, which is pretty typical. I'm sure we could all agree that, you know, we could have all guessed that they would have lost a good amount of body fat. Now, in this study, it says that they only lost 2.5 pounds of muscle. In my opinion, 2.5 pounds of muscle is a lot of muscle. But that's neither here nor there. Alright? Here's what's interesting. They did not lose any upper body muscle. They only lost muscle in their legs. And, I mean, if you think about it, 106 back-to-back marathons, 2,800 miles total, you're probably overtraining your legs. So, I could see why the muscle would have been coming off of the legs. Now, there's a couple of flaws in this study when it comes to bodybuilding, in my opinion, of course, alright? First, they use marathoners, not bodybuilders or even muscular guys, just marathoners. Alright, the thing about marathoners is they really never have a muscular upper body. They typically tend to have bigger, more muscular legs naturally from the way that they train, but usually they're very skinny up top with little or no muscle at all to lose from the top to begin with. So the fact that they didn't lose any muscle from the upper body is not surprising because there's really no muscle there to be lost. And where there is muscle to be lost in their legs, muscle was lost. Alright? So they use marathoners, not bodybuilders, or even muscular guys. Another thing that is very, very important that they did not specify was tracking body fat. Now, I'll tell you why this is important. If you take a guy who's doing cardio, excessive amounts of cardio, who is 5% body fat, the likelihood of him burning muscle is more likely than a guy who's following the same diet and doing the same amount of cardio who's 15% body fat. Simple, very basic knowledge, okay? So they didn't touch on body fat. Alright, and then another flaw, they didn't touch on diet. Chances are these guys were all on high carb diets. I'm talking really high. Okay? So if you take somebody who's getting ready for a show, for example, or just cutting, or just on a low-carb diet, the results are going to be much different. Alright? And I'm sure we could all agree on that. So, what is my takeaway? My takeaway is this. The point of this study is to show, in my opinion, that excessive amounts of cardio don't burn muscle. But these guys lost 2.5 pounds of muscle from their legs. So, cardio can, in fact, burn muscle. But cardio can also be done without burning muscle. Now, it just depends on the amount you do, the diet you're following, the intensity, and so on and so forth. On a healthy diet, cardio is very unlikely to burn muscle as long as it's done in moderation. Now, we all can agree that as bodybuilders, we probably won't be doing 106 back-to-back marathons. However, there are still things to consider. You know, are you on low carb? Are you on high carb? How low is your body fat? How much muscle do you have in comparison to these marathon runners? These are all things that you have to consider. So really, with the study, there's no clear-cut answer on whether or not bodybuilders will burn muscle or not with excessive cardio. Alright, now this is just my opinion, and I would love for you guys to leave your opinion in the comment box. Let me know, what do you think? Do you think that this is enough? Do you think it's substantial enough to say that it doesn't burn muscle? Or do you think there's a lot of flaws in the... So that's pretty much it, guys. That's where I'm at with that. In my opinion, simply put, if you're following a right diet and you're doing cardio, even if it's extensive but in moderation, you're not going to burn fat. Burn muscle. You're not going to burn muscle. So you're more likely to burn muscle if you're on a low-carb diet and you're very low body fat. So again, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And just so you guys know, I'm sure you know that I got ready for a competition a couple months back, and I went from 19% body fat down to 5% in just 14 weeks. The DVD of my entire transformation is free, and you guys can click the link below to get access to that. Watch it, come back to this video, or just email and let me know what you think. Also, make sure to subscribe, and I'll be putting out more videos. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.